Between the time when the Cold War was hot and the rise of shot-on-video entertainment, there was an age when the drive-in was in high gear, and unto this, Corman, destined to be one of the greatest independent filmmakers of all time, took his step towards greatness, and sometimes mediocrity. It is I, an internet critic, who no one listens to, who alone can tell of his saga. Bullshit, every film buff knows this guy. Let me tell you of the days of cheap budgets, rubber monsters, and boobs. Lots and lots of boobs.
The Warrior and the Sorceress is one of the many sword and sorcery flicks to be produced by Roger Corman in the 1980s. Originally called Cain of the Desert, it was shot in Argentina and stars David Carradine, Maria Silvas, and Luke Askew. The film was released on September 7, 1984, and today is considered a cult classic. The plot of the film focuses on David Carradine, who plays Yojimbo. That's not his character's name, but it might as well be because the movie is Yojimbo. The story focuses on a man who goes to a town that has two warring gangs that he pits against each other. So if you've seen Yojimbo or A Fistful of Dollars, then you've seen this movie. I mean, just take a look at this scene and tell me where it's going to go.
If you want water, go dig for it, like everyone else. I never was much for digging. I'm gonna cut you in half.
My mistake, 4 coffins. I mean, not everything is similar because it is a fantasy film. They had to make some changes. For instance, during the exchange scene, instead of exchanging a person, it's a gang leader's pet. We also have a silly monster added to the mix, which is one of the best things in the movie, as well as a slavery subplot and a scene that features a woman with 4 boobs. Speaking of good things, is there anything about this movie that is worth watching? Not really. It's pretty uninteresting. Desert fantasy films aren't my bag. I mean, the film looks nice. The sets look like something out of an amusement park. The music at certain points sounds like it's coming out of a comedy. And the film suffers from extremely lame fight scenes. Even Carradine couldn't save this movie. Critics weren't kind to the film either. Rick Lyman of the Philadelphia Inquirer, during a review published on May 16, 1984, called it an unashamedly sordid rehashing and retrashing of Akira Kurosawa's samurai classic Yojimbo via Sergio Leone's A Fistful of Dollars, with a little Star Wars and Conan the Barbarian tossed in for good measure. So, would I recommend this movie? Not really. If you want to see a good Roger Corman sword and sorcerer flick, go watch Deathstalker 2. It's hilarious. I am the Cinema Fanatic. I'll see you next time. This movie sucks.